10 Saddest Anime That Will Break Your Heart. This is Anime Quiz 1, where stories are not just watched, but deeply felt. Every frame, every silence, every goodbye. These anime are not simply entertainment. They are emotional journeys that leave scars, memories, and reflections that stay long after the final episode fades to black. Today, we count down 10 anime with stories so powerful, they will make you question love, loss, and the meaning of life itself. Stay until the end, because each entry only gets more heartbreaking. Number 10. Your Lie in April. A story painted with music and silence. Kusei was once a prodigy pianist, but after losing his mother, his world became colorless. Every note he played turned into emptiness, until Kaori entered his life like a burst of spring light. She was vibrant, unpredictable, and full of life. But beneath her smile was a truth she could not escape. The beauty of this anime lies in how it teaches us that sometimes, the people who bring color into our lives are only meant to stay for a moment, and that moment can change everything, forever. Number 9. A Silent Voice. This is not just a story about bullying. It is about guilt, redemption, and the heavy weight of past mistakes. Choya once bullied Shoko, a deaf girl in elementary school. But years later, he becomes the one isolated by society. As he tries to make amends, the story unfolds in a painfully realistic way, showing how difficult it is to forgive yourself and to be forgiven. The silence in this film speaks louder than words, and every moment feels like a mirror reflecting human flaws and hope. Number 8. Clannad After Story. What begins as a simple school romance evolves into one of the most devastating depictions of family life. Tomoya and Nagisa build a life together, filled with small joys and quiet struggles. But life does not follow fairy tales. Tragedy strikes in ways that feel painfully real, and the story forces us to confront the fragility of happiness. This anime reminds us that love is not just about moments of joy, but also enduring unimaginable loss. Number 7. Grave of the Fireflies. This is not fiction that feels distant. It feels like a memory of humanity's darkest hour. Set during World War II, it follows two siblings struggling to survive after losing everything. The realism of their suffering makes it almost unbearable. There are no heroes here, only children trying to live in a world that has abandoned them. Every scene feels like a historical photograph brought to life raw, unfiltered, and deeply tragic. Number 6. Angel Beats. At first, it feels like a chaotic afterlife comedy, but beneath the humor lies a heartbreaking truth. Each character carries regrets from their past lives. As they find peace and disappear one by one, the story transforms into a farewell you are never ready for. It asks a simple yet powerful question: what would you do if you had one more chance to make things right? Before we move to the next part, if you enjoy stories that hit deep like this, make sure to subscribe to Anime Quiz 1. Because the journey is far from over, there are still more stories that will leave you speechless. Number 5. Anohana. The Flower We Saw That Day. A group of childhood friends drift apart after a tragic accident, but the past refuses to stay buried. When Menma returns as a spirit only one of them can see, they are forced to confront their guilt, regrets, and unspoken feelings. This anime captures the pain of losing someone too soon, and the difficulty of moving on. Number 4. Violet Evergarden. A former soldier who only knew war now seeks to understand human emotions by writing letters for others. Each story she encounters reveals different forms of love, loss, and longing. But her own journey is the most heartbreaking of all, as she tries to understand the meaning of the words "I love you" in a world that took everything from her. Number 3. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Despite its unusual title, this is one of the most emotional stories about life and death. Sakura lives her days with a secret illness, but chooses to embrace life with a smile. Her bond with a quiet classmate becomes a journey of discovery, teaching him and us that life is not measured by its length, but by the moments we choose to live fully. Number 2. Plastic Memories. In a world where androids have limited lifespans, a special team retrieves them before their memories fade away. The relationship between Ayla and Tsukasa is doomed from the start, and that inevitability makes every happy moment feel heavier, knowing that goodbye is coming. This story explores what it means to cherish time, even when it is painfully short. Number 1. Your Name. A story that blends romance, fantasy, and tragedy. Two strangers, connected across time and space, search for each other without even knowing why. As the truth behind their connection unfolds, the film reveals a bittersweet tale about fate, memory, and longing. It reminds us that even if we forget someone important, the feeling they leave behind never truly disappears. These were 10 anime stories that do not just make you cry, they make you feel human. If one of these touched your heart, or if you have your own saddest anime, share it. And do not forget to subscribe to Anime Quiz 1 for more journeys like this.